Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and hop right in. Hey Nikki, my boyfriend of 2 years and I recently broke up. I am so used to seeing and being around other girls who are controlling and clingy, so I always tried my absolute hardest to not be like them. As a result, I think I came off as apathetic and uncaring, which is part of the reason why we broke up. My two roommates are both pretty clingy when it comes to their relationships, and they are both in long-term relationships that seem to be working out fine, and it doesn't make any sense. How do I avoid being too clingy or too demanding while still showing that I care that the relationship is important to me? Although this relationship is over, it would be good to know for the future. Thanks. Okay, so the first thing is, I want to start by saying you don't know what your roommate's relationship is like. That's just the first thing. People's relationships can look like a lot of things. Doesn't mean it's how it actually is. That's how it is actually in a lot of life. Things can really look one way, and it's not necessarily that way. That's the first thing. But the second thing is, I think it's about finding the right person for you, because most people would probably look at how I am with Dan and label me as clingy. I'd say 99% of people would label me as clingy with Dan. But because I am with someone who I don't think he really minds that I'm so, like, attached to him, it works because our dynamic works. Like, he really likes hanging out with me too. Now, granted, there can be an extreme of that. I often have to step back and go, wait, you know, he hasn't hung out with his guy friends in a while. I should probably not be a brat and let him go hang out with his guy friends, because even if someone likes it, they can get sick of it after a while. But I think it's about finding the right person for your lifestyle. You know, like when you're looking for someone, like whether it's like religion, you know, this, that, you find the things that are important for you, and then you find them in a mate. So if it's just that you don't want to be clingy, you don't want to be this, but you really do kind of feel like you want to be around that person all the time, then you just find someone who doesn't mind being around his significant other a lot. There's a lot more guys than people usually think that really like being with their girls, like, because they feel loved and, you know, they like being with them. Still need guy time, don't mistake that, but, you know, Dan doesn't not like being around me. Obviously, we're married. Or if it's just that you don't really like, you know, losing that much of your life to the guy that you're with, but you like hanging out with him, just not 24/7, then find a guy who's also really independent and likes doing his thing, but likes being around you when he is around you, you know. The other thing is, I want to make sure I wanted to, like, point this out, that you're not pulling back from a guy because you're afraid that a guy won't be able to love you as much as you want. If that makes sense. Because there are guys out there that, you know, me as much as I love him. And that's a good feeling, and you can find that. So don't feel like you have to hold back or, you know, not show him that you care as much because you don't want to feel like you're giving it your all and he isn't. So now that's in a loving, committed, trusting relationship, not just every guy you meet and like, but you get what I mean. So, yeah, I don't know if any of that blabber made any sense or came together into anything, but that's kind of my take on it. So good luck with that. I will see you guys next time. Send your messages to asknikkip@gmail.com, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys. I just wanted to tell you, you're really good. Like, you just look them in the eyes, smile, make a joke, be confident. Like, you're pretty much not going to go wrong with that. So that would be my advice to you. And that's a good